my God, if you thought ULTY was bad, check this. ETF OT from Rex shares has crashed 15.51%, almost 16% in one day. I haven't seen something like this. I've never seen ULTY goes down this much in one day. So it crashed about 3.48 cents and its closing price is 18.96. Not too long ago, this ETF was around 25 and it was touted to be one of the best ETF, maybe replacement for ULTY. I even made a video about this, but this is not going to be the case. I think based on what Rex Shares has advertised for this ETF, they say there's mitigation for downside. So I think they're lying because that doesn't happen. 15% down, very bad. Because if you look at the other ETFs, all of them, the other ETF that lost a lot was MSTY, has lost about 6.80% or 61 cents. And that's because of its underlying, which is a strategy stock, has lost about 7%. And that of course follows. And Tapa Alpha Innovation Nasdaq 100 did lose very little, only 1.81%. And Tapa Alpha Spy Growth, this is S&P 500 and this is the Nasdaq. Check, these ETFs are very solid. You can see here TDAC hasn't lost its NAV because it started around 25-ish and today is still up. With all the distributions you have received, you are way up. And as I've mentioned, one of the best ETFs to buy this time is TDAC and T-SPY because as you can see, they're pretty steady even though the market has been choppy for these 2 days. These ETFs haven't lost any of their NAVs. The other ETF that had a little bit disappointing is WePay. As we know, WePay has been very steady ETF, but today has lost about $2.15 or 4.26%. So it's below $50. But what I noticed about this ETF, WePay, has always gone down to around 48 and then boom, it rebounds to 50, to 52, to 54. ULTY, ymax Ultra Option Income Strategy ETF has lost about 16 cents or 3.65%. Today price is 4.22. So ULTY is coming down, guys. And on top of that, it has lost a lot of its net asset, meaning a lot of investors have been selling this ETF and now is below 2 billion. Remember, it used to be closer to 4 billion. Now it's only like 1.96 billion. I'm going to show you in a bit. How about ymax? ymax has lost about 36 cents and it closed at $10.91. So these are just some of the ETFs I want to show you. Of course, there are a lot of other ETFs that have lost. It depends on what kind of ETFs you are investing your money. Obviously, I won't be able to show you all the ETFs, but when you see ymax has lost this much and you can see WePay has lost this much, because these two funds are fund of funds and they have a lot of ETFs underneath them. And whenever these ETFs go down, you'd assume a lot of their underlying ETFs would also be way down. Since we're on the same topic of price movement for today, we're going to look at after hours. MSTY seems to be going down and right now is showing to be $8.11 and is losing more and more, $2.64 after hours. So hopefully tomorrow it might rebound, but it might keep going down. So for people who were looking to buy MSTY at the lower prices, and maybe this will be opportunity. I made a video yesterday to give you a stock prediction for MSTR, which is a stock that MSTY is writing call on. That stock is predicted to be going up massively, like to more than 100%. So there could be opportunity for someone who is willing to take the risk. But I would really caution at this point to put all your money in these ETFs. If you really want to have position in these ETFs, maybe you can put a little bit of your money. Don't go all in because there is potential that these ETFs will keep falling down. If we look at ULTY, has the same story. After hours, it's going down and down. And Rex Income Max Option Strategy ETF ULTY is also going down overnight markets. Might not go down as much, but you know, this 15%, that's more than enough. It has lost a lot of money. But imagine if you pick this ETF at this price, what's your yield? Your yield is over 100%. ULTY from Rex shares pays weekly distributions, and the first time they paid was 35 cents. So if we do 35 cents times 52, that's almost about $18. And if you divide that by the price it is today, that's over 100% yield. So you'll be making a lot of money if you bought at these prices. And then, of course, if it goes up, and you'll be getting weekly distributions. Hopefully, it will rebound. That would be great. One of the Rexier's strategy, as he says here, is enhance weekly income potential, right? Active management and downside mitigation on extreme moves. Like what? Like today? You guys are lying. It didn't show any mitigation of anything because it has crashed more than any other income ETFs as you've seen today. So I don't know about their strategy, if this strategy works. As you can see here, these are all the individual stocks that ULTY has exposure to. The one that I actually know is only Rocket Lab and Lucid Group. The rest, I'm not too familiar with them. So all I'm saying here, 15% in one day, that's a huge for a fund of fund. Because if it was just a single stock ETF, that I would understand. But if it's fund of fund like this, and it has gone 15%, that means their strategy that they are saying here, downside mitigation on extreme moves, doesn't play well as of now. The last thing I want to show you here is net asset for ULTY from ymax. Check this. This ETF had net assets over like a 4 billion not too long ago, and it keeps coming down and down. And just 2 days ago, when I made a video, it was over 2 billion and now is less than 2 billion. And I'm afraid as we see these ETFs price keep going down and their distributions are also down, not as they used to be, we'll see a huge outflow, meaning a lot of investors will be selling this and net asset will be very low. Maybe it's going back to where it used to be, below 1 billion. As for MSTY net assets, I made a video a couple of days ago. It was 2.66 billion. Now is 2.44 billion. That means they're over closer to 300 million. I think it's been sold. So these ETFs are losing, of course, as the stock prices are coming down. They are losing that investors' confidence. And we're going to see these ETFs keep losing money. So I don't know where investors are investing their money right now. So please leave a comment below. If you are holding ULTY or MSTY and you decided to sell those two ETFs, where are you putting your money? What other ETFs are you interested to invest your money into? I would wait for your answer in the comment below. So before you go, do me a favor, please, if you like this type of content, please smash the like button. Don't forget to subscribe so you can always receive updates. And if you know anyone who wants to get knowledge and information about this type of funds, please share with that person. Thank you very much for watching. I'll catch you in the next video. Bye bye.